Shouldn't be. Alright. Honestly, this will probably be a pretty quick stream. But we're going to go ahead and talk about a few topics here that, you know, I kind of wanted to, like, I'm trying to do more live stream things. I'm trying to, like, do at least one day a week, usually on Friday. First of all, I think it's, like, too hot to do a gaming stream right now. It's, like, 90-something degrees here, so it's going to be hot in this room. I don't feel like sitting here sweating while I'm playing a game, but it's not gonna be a lot. Probably won't be a very long one. Hi, Freak Guru. How you doing? How's it going? But decided to do a little bit of just talking about some topics here of stuff that happened in the past week or so that I otherwise didn't get a chance to touch on anywhere else, and decided to do a live stream about it because no, like I said, it's too hot to play a game, and I pretty much given up on Diablo 2. It's not the constant dying. I can handle that. It's not the difficulty of it. That's fine. It was a challenge. I had no problem with that. Those random dungeons, random maps, I can't do it. I cannot do the random map stuff. Something about that just bugs the hell out of me. I guess if I want to go, you know, if I want to, like, you know, if the game gets too overwhelming and I want to sit back and take a break and be like, all right, let me turn this game off for a bit, cool down. I do this a lot. You know, sometimes a game is just beating the crap out of me. I'm like, all right, hold on. Let me sit back for a while. Let me sit back, take some time off. Hi, Potter, how you doing? And get back into the game. And I'll get back to where I was going. But that whole random map thing kind of, like, makes it bad. I don't know why. I'm not saying the big game is bad, but I can't do the whole random map thing when it comes to all that. So unfortunately, I will not be doing any more Diablo 2 streaming. However, I am actually considering getting to Diablo 4. So, again, it's on Game Pass, so I will probably go ahead and download that in the near future and see about streaming that on here instead. But, as of today, we're going to talk some gaming topics. Stuff that's been happening in the world of gaming that may or may not affect things. I don't know. But anyway, so start off with the big one. I don't want to say the big one. I think they're all pretty big news, honestly. No particular order, but in the order of what I titled them. Man, I can't even talk right now. So, all right. So first off, Xbox teased their next big project. I guess it's gonna be the next console. What is it? Helix? Project Helix or something like that. I haven't seen any other information about it. I don't know if anybody has. It's just that all right now is going by rumors, speculation, and our own fantasies, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But, yeah, so that's what's going on with that. Xbox is showing off their new stuff, or, like, talking about their new stuff. Let's go over some of the rumors, some of the stuff that we think might happen. First of all, my personal belief is it's going to be basically it's more or less going to be a pre-built PC. That's it. You're going to buy, it's like you buy a pre-built, I should know about this, my first gaming PC that I really bought, when I first really get into PC gaming, was a pre-built. So it's probably going to be like a pre-built PC. What's going to go into it? No, I don't know. But there's a good chance it'll have Steam integration on it, so you can, like, play both your Xbox games and your Steam games on there, and there's a good chance to, like, Xbox has a web browser, but this might be a whole thing where you can just set up and do a almost like PC type thing, which I would find weird that they're doing a PC integration like that with the Steam or Steam integration, seeing as how Steam is coming up with their own home console thing. So they're doing their whole the Steam machine, which I don't think we've heard anything about. But maybe that's what this is. Maybe the Steam machine and the Xbox Helix are the same thing. I don't know. But a lot of the rumors about it being, and then there's a price. People are saying that the price is going to be probably about at minimum $1,500. Now that might have to do with the whole RAM being like super duper expensive for some strange reason. And I think they're definitely going to put some kind of AI integration thing. Microsoft is just going heavy on AI, man. They are definitely. I mean, there are even rumors that the new head of the Xbox division of Microsoft is actually just an AI construct. That's not true at all. But, like, I think what she's doing is using AI to answer any questions. Like I said, those are just guesses. This is what I've heard. I don't know how accurate any of that stuff is. But, yeah, I guess the new... Oh, God, I forgot her name, man. Let me look that up real quick. Let me go off to the side here. Who is the new... I forgot her name. I'm going to type that in now. New head of MI6. Why would I worry about that, Google? Jesus Christ. Is it this? Rajesh Shah? No, that can't be it. No, that's vice president. I'm trying to see. Alright, let me try. Okay, new head of Xbox Game Studios. Is it Asha Sharma? Is that it? Okay, yeah. All right. Asha Sharma has been named the new CEO of Microsoft Gaming, overseeing Xbox games. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, please, you're acting like you're gonna stay in here. All right, where was I? Asha Sharma has been named the new CEO of Microsoft Gaming, overseeing Xbox games. Okay, so that's who it is. Formerly Vice President of Microsoft's core AI division. All right, so that's why people are doing the AI thing. So yeah, she's the new one. I think people are like joking that she's actually just an AI construct, but I think that's just a joke. But since she's the head of like the former president of their AI division, but. Horse's name? I didn't get the horse yet. And it's gonna be a while before I can get the horse, because it'd be a bad time to buy the horse, because I will be moving to Philly pretty soon. So I don't know the horse situation. I don't know the horse situation out there. In Philadelphia, I don't remember seeing any the many times I was there. I'm sure there are plenty of places in Pennsylvania you can ride horses, but in the major metropolitan area known as Philadelphia, I don't think I've ever seen any horses. Yeah, where'd she go? No, she just disappeared. She's still in the room somewhere. But, yeah, so no horse just yet. I have to wait and see what it looks like after the whole moving situation, which is something I'm going to be talking about in the near future. So anyway, like I was saying, Asha Sharma, new CEO of Xbox and all that, so... yeah, so like I said, not really a lot known about Project Helix. They only showed like a, God, I wouldn't even know, like a 10-second. It was like a 8-second video on Twitter or something where they showed that. So it's definitely going to be a it's definitely going to be a new thing. But next gen consoles, man, are probably going to be like, no, not probably, they're going to be super expensive unless they get this RAM situation fixed. Because I don't know when it might stabilize. I don't know what's going on. RAM is super expensive because of AI and AI data centers and taking up all the water and shit. It's a whole different. But that is an entirely different rant for another time in another video. But like I said, we don't know too much about the Xbox coming up. Anyway, moving on. I guess we're talking about what the hell? Something happened to my an AI version of Alice in Wonderland genre game. I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to make any more of those games. If they ever make another Alice in Wonderland game, it'll definitely be like a different studio. I know Xbox definitely, Microsoft, Xbox, whoever wants to start using AI, and I feel like a lot of other companies are going to work on using AI to further their gaming division. That could be a good or a bad thing. I don't know yet. I mean, I think it'd be nice to improve, like, for graphical improvements and stuff like that, and maybe help make graphics better or stuff like that, and not have as many resources into graphics, which I think would be okay. But I think a lot of people worried about is like how AI can take away from voice acting and music and stuff like that. Musical artists and voice actors could lose, which would suck. You know, I'm not really about that. Like I said, there's a good and bad to AI being used in gaming. I'm not gonna lie, but like the problem with everything, the problem with anything, and it's gonna be including AI, is there is good and there is bad, but everybody just does more of the bad than good, and that's the problem. Like they do more of the bad to save money than more of the good to help the experience of the person that's enjoying the medium that AI is being used on. So whether it be movies or animation or video games, stuff like that. There's a lot of good things they could do with that, but they're going to focus more on the bad stuff than the good stuff. So that's kind of the conundrum there when it comes to those two things. So yeah, that's a fun thing to think about. But, you know what? Let me do something real quick. Let me try to... I need to take care of one small thing. Hold on. Is it AR we won't identify as human? AI is the future. We won't identify as... I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, AI is still... I mean, we have plenty. Let's be real here. We have plenty of examples of why AI would be bad, because movies and every there's always a movie or a something or whatever that would go off on how bad AI is, like Terminator for instance. Hi Pudding, how you doing? Let me just need to do some well, I doubt this will do any good. Let me try to... do some advertising on the socials here. I don't know what they're mad about. What's going on here? So, anyway... Alright, got all that going. Like I said, hi Pudding, how you doing? But yeah, so it's definitely something to think about when how AI will be used in gaming in the future. Now, on to the next topic. PlayStation, or Sony, or whatever, I guess has made, so far it seems, has made the decision that they will not be putting any more of their first party. Oh, hi, how you doing, Horror? Hi, Horror. How's it going? Sony has decided that they're going forward, stop putting their, from what I can tell, it's gonna be their first party exclusives. Like I said in a previous video, is like basically like the new Wolverine game isn't gonna be on PC after all. Ghosts of Yote is gonna be pulled. I think was on its way to be on PC and they pulled it. They're not gonna do it, which I don't know how that would work. I mean, if the PC version's already made, then they're not gonna do it. But I think they canceled. They canceled putting the game on there, so I think so. I think the reason, because I think part of the reason why, and I think somebody mentioned this I think it was somebody mentioned it in the Regular Season Discord, is I think the reason why, the hell am I trying to say? The reason why they don't want to put their games on Steam anymore is the possibility that Steam integration will be on the next Xbox system. So there will be Steam on Xbox Helix. So theoretically, people could buy an Xbox Helix, and then play all the Steam play the PlayStation games on Steam on the Xbox Helix, and that actually would take away sales from the PlayStation. Because if you think about it, like as it is now, like all they can put their games on PC, they really don't have the competition of another console. However, if those games are on Steam, they could people just buy the next Xbox system and they can sit there and play the Xbox games. I mean the PlayStation games on Xbox without having to buy a PS6 or a PS5, however it goes. I don't even know when that other thing's coming out. I got a text. Oh, I'll get over that later. So I think that's like the going rumor of it. That was the plan. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, I think that's why Sony is like, we're like, wow, you know what? We can't do that. But yeah, but we don't even know how much the PlayStation 6 is going to cost either. That shit's probably going to be like $1,500 to $2,000, much like the next Xbox system, because the PS Pro came out, and that was like $700-800, but the prices of the systems went up because of the RAM and tariffs. Like, I think people forgot that, as like Xbox increased the price of their system, PlayStation increased the price of their system. What's up, latency? And it feels like the reason why, and they're like, now, do I think they had to do this? No. I think Xbox, Sony, Nintendo, all of them could have eaten the cost of the goddamn tariffs. They could have done it. But they weren't, man. If they found a way to get more money out of the gamers, man, they're gonna do it. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. It's like, those are corporations for you, man. They find ways to like squeeze dollars out of you, man. There's so much they couldn't do. It's not like they're hurting. Like, bro, Sony ain't hurting, Microsoft ain't hurting, Nintendo ain't hurting. They're still like billion-dollar companies. I think Microsoft's almost on its way to be $1 trillion company or whatever like that. And then they're like sitting there. I know, it's messed up, man. It's messed up. And it's not just gaming companies doing it, but for the purpose of this video, we are going to just focus on gaming. because I'm not really an expert on a lot of like I know basic economics, the most basic, as in we give money, we get stuff. Okay, that's how that's my full understand my biggest understanding of how this stuff works. Supply and demand, all that fun stuff that you learn in high school and stuff. Yeah, Steam, the one that seems to try and get customers deals, the one getting sued. I mean, right? Well, didn't they win that lawsuit? Didn't Steam already win that lawsuit, or at least Gabe Newell did? I mean, that's kind of one of the main reasons I became more of a PC gamer and more into Steam, because of all the sales. Like, you get Steam sales, you can, like, there's like a lot more going on in there, and like, they do Steam sales like every season. If there's like a season, there's a sale and stuff like that. Usually with consoles, you gotta wait till like, I mean, they have sales too, but you just gotta wait till Black Friday to get a friggin' get a good deal on a game when it comes to like PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. Like I said, I know they do sales. I know they do, but they don't seem to do it on the scale. But I don't know, maybe it's different because I haven't really. The only console I still play on is the Switch. Like, I don't really yeah. Let's see, what's that? They won the lawsuit against Brian, but now New York is trying to sue them over loot boxes. I mean, loot boxes need to die. Like, I don't care, man. Like, loot boxes gotta go. I don't care who's doing it. If Nintendo wants to do loot boxes, fuck Nintendo. Sony, fuck Sony. Fuck Microsoft. All these people doing loot boxes. Y'all, that needs to stop. Like, I agree. I hate that shit, man. And I am just tired of the whole loot box stuff, too, man. It's like, honestly, I think that's a lawsuit that needs to happen, man. They need to stop with these loot boxes. We've all had enough of them. Like, they're basically designed to well, but they're going after Steam, EA, and Ubisoft, the ones that should be held accountable. True. I think it's just I think they're just going over who has the most money. Like, for real. And Steam is a moneymaker. Alright, so EA, I mean, what's EA doing lately, man? Like, EA just got bought or will be bought by the Saudis. Ubisoft is like a shambling corpse at this point. Like, they're almost dead the way they're doing things, man. So they're like ain't gonna be much left of them. So out of those three, who's left with money? In Steam. Steam's out there making Steam is a worldwide thing. That's probably why they're doing it. Playing Hogwarts Legacy, and I hate seeing these soldiers. I do have that game. I bought it for like $20. It was like $20 on the sale. Steam sale. I think it was $15 actually. I think I bought it on Steam sale for like $15. There you go. Steam sale. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. Like, Hogwarts Legacy, $15 on Steam. Not bad. That's pretty good. Seeing as how, like, when it comes to sales, $30 is a new $20. That's how it feels like, man. But yeah, so as far as the loot boxes thing go, like, yeah, they suck. They just don't. They need to go. They need to go bye-bye. I mean, it sucks that they're going after Steam as well. But maybe that's way. No one told you I was streaming? I'm sorry. I thought you would have seen the notification. But here I am streaming. We're doing a talking stream today, because like I explained earlier, for those of you who just joined up not too long ago, it's too hot to do a gaming stream. I'm just not doing that. And I'm probably not going to keep the stream up for more than. I'm probably going to be doing a stream for more like an hour. Like, I'm going to do like an hour tops unless the topic Unless the conversation explodes, it might go a little longer. But like I said, it's too hot to do a gaming stream, and two, I was finished with Diablo 2. I'm not messing with it no more. I just don't want to. And it's because of the random maps. That's the only thing that turned me off of the game. Is the freaking random maps. Imagine if notifications. I don't like. First of all, I don't think anybody has me in their notifications, like, at all. Like, secondly, I'm pretty sure that YouTube is more or less just burying my videos. And I don't know why. I mean, my videos aren't that bad. There's no horse. I explained this earlier. What are you talking about? Like, where would I even put a horse? Even if I had a horse, it'd be in the backyard, and there's no way I could, like, take the camera out there. Could you imagine I just brought a horse in here, just in the house? I'm like, all right, come on, horsey. It's all coming through the door. There's a joke from the video I made yesterday about getting a horse because gas is too expensive. You saw the video, right? It was on Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's on TikTok. You know, I do all those things. Which, by the way, shameless plug if you don't have it. I'm sure most of you do, but if you don't, follow me on Instagram. I do some videos up there too. It's just the timing of lawsuits, potential connection to the Rothschild family who have beef with Steam in the past. Oh, bro, I'm not even gonna. That is an entirely different conversation, man. Just a very different type of video, a very different type of stream, a very different type of trust me, man. I'm not gonna. That whole thing, not my wheelhouse. Just. I was thinking a fleet of ghosts to pull a cart. What would be cheaper to own? A bunch of goats or a horse? You know, it's funny. I made that joke video and I put it on TikTok as well. And somebody had to jump in the comments, goes, "Wait till you find how much you have to pay. All this money's gonna." I'm like, bro, it's just a joke, man. Just laugh at the joke. Y'all getting mad at me making a joke about getting a horse because of the gas prices. I just yeah, bro, Rothschilds, man, an entirely different type of conversation. But I know. I could use a ghost for lawn care service. I thought about that. Like, my backyard really needs a trim. And I could either buy the horse, and the horse can eat all the grass, but the problem with that is eventually on the grass, or I could get the goats to do it. I don't know. We'll see. But it's too hot for all those goats, though. Like, I don't know, man. It's hot. I think one horse could stand the heat more than a bunch of goats, because I'm not usually a tinfoil hat guy with that. Family keeps popping up. They are definitely the center of a lot of talking points. But like I said, that one I'm probably gonna have to leave alone. Yeah, I know a lot of the big names. All right, I know a lot of these names and stuff like that. Goat milk, get the out of here! No way. There's like many other different names I could mention, but yeah, I'm too like, even I'm like, no. But what am I talking about again? Oh yeah, the freaking PlayStation anyway, pulling their exclusives, and they're gonna. But like I said, that the price of the next systems, man, are just gonna be, I think, ridiculous. Unless the unless the prices of Farmer Nick. That'd be a fun fun video, I think. But man, I'm off topic now. I am hearing that other companies might start making RAM to kind of like make it cheaper, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know how well that's gonna. I don't know how well it's gonna work. We'll have to see. We're probably a few years off from. How many new games did we even get for the current new system? Yeah, honestly, they haven't really been pumping out the exclusives as fast as they used to. The Wolverine game has been in development. It's finally coming out this year, but it feels like they announced it 10 years ago. That's finally coming out in September. Let's see. Ghost of Yotei has been the most recent new game. And the list for first-party games has been really thin for like everybody right now. They come up with a new system and all they do is remasters and remakes and stuff like that. Like, man, even the Switch 2 is like the only two brand new games that really came out for it are Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong. And I'm talking about first party here. I guess you could you count the Hyrule Warriors game? Like, I don't know. That wasn't on Switch 1, was it? That was Switch 2? I gotta look. I gotta remember. Was it on Switch 1? I don't feel like it was. Let's see. What's the, I think it was just Switch 2. But I think, like, it was on Switch 2, but I think if you can, like, game share it on Switch 1. So, like, when they, like Nintendo has that game share thing you can do now, whatever, I think you can do it. Like, you have to buy for Switch 2 if you want to play it. But if you want to play multiplayer, you can play with somebody if they just have a regular Switch. I believe that. I could be wrong. I don't know. Dude just admitted Hollywood and game designers out of ideas and they're just making remakes. I don't think it's such out of ideas. It's more like it's just easier to do. I mean, they could really take older games. First of all, for the remakes, it's definitely trying to, like, use nostalgia. It works sometimes. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. And remakes, I think, remakes and re-releases, remasters, does feel kind of lazy. I don't know. And they're trying to get new games for the new systems, but it's like they don't really have anything yet. I'm still salty over the fact Switch 2 cartridges have nothing on them. Some do, some don't. I think most don't. But, I mean, to be real, that's not new. Like, PlayStation and Xbox have been doing that for a while now. Nintendo just kind of joined up on that bandwagon. So, I don't know. I think some have the actual stuff on the game and a lot more of the key cards. I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. In the meantime, until Switch 2, I'm waiting for news on the next Mario game, at least. You know, there's two games. Like, well, I know they haven't. Like, obviously, there's gonna be a new 3D Mario game. I don't know when they're gonna announce it, but I'm waiting to see how that looks before I decide if I want to Switch 2 or not. Well, I'm definitely gonna get a Switch 2 eventually. I'm not saying no. I'm just waiting for them to bring a game out that I think would be worth buying the system for, which was probably most likely going to be a Mario game, because we're probably not going to get another Zelda game, like mainline Zelda game, until like another 4 or 5 years from now. But yeah, so I know they squeezed a lot of games into that. That's mostly a third party thing, except Pokepedia. All of the first party are on the cart. Yeah, okay, that's fine. No, like I figured Nintendo would definitely put their games on the cart, but third party would take the cheaper option of the game key card. That's what I figured. That's kind of what I figured. I mean, I know some are, some aren't. So maybe the Nintendo games themselves, first party Nintendo, which all right, fine, whatever. Because honestly, like with few exceptions, even when I get a Switch 2, I'm pretty much buying it for its exclusives. So any other game that would come out that's third party, I'm still sticking to PC. So it doesn't matter. But yeah, no, I get that. Think we'll get into Smash, or will it just be another Portal last one? I think there will be a new Smash. But I know what's his name keeps saying, like Sakura keeps saying he doesn't want to do any more Smash Brothers games. He'll let somebody else do it, but they always seem to like drag him into it. So I don't know. Just like I think they'll definitely do a new Smash Brothers game. But I don't know, man. I think I'll probably get it, but not really into Smash Brothers as much as I used to be. I think what got me about it is like when it comes to playing Smash Online, I'm trash. Actually, when it comes to playing Smash at all, I'm trash altogether, man. I cannot get that shit together, man. I don't know how these people do it, man. I can usually hold my own in a lot of different fighting games. You've seen it. I stream Street Fighter. I stream Tekken. I do all right. I win, I lose, but I pretty much hold my own. Smash Brothers, man, bro, I get worked. Whether I'm playing offline with people or I'm playing online, I just can't do it, man. Like, Smash is a whole different type of thing. I wanted to like incorporate more Smash Brothers Online when I streamed, but it was embarrassing. And like I embarrassed myself enough on this platform. I don't think I need to do it anymore. Especially with Smash Brothers. I can't figure it out, man. That's a me thing though. I'm not really blaming the game itself. The game is fine. Smash Brothers is a fine game. I just, when it comes to, did I ever lick the cartridge? No, I did not. However, like, I didn't do it on, I didn't do it on purpose. So what happened is like, I was switching out cartridges from my Switch. I want to put it, and I stupidly forgot about that thing. So I put the cartridge in my mouth to hold it. Well, I swapped it out. And that's when I remembered that they did that. That they made the cartridges bad to taste. And I was like, yep, there we go. So I eventually did it, but not on purpose. It's because in a moment of stupidity, and I forgot about that, I needed to put the cartridge. I needed to put a cartridge somewhere where I swapped them out, and I put the stupid thing in my mouth. Yeah, mouth to third hand. So I pretty much went to third hand it, and I forgot about that, and I'm sitting there going, I'm like, damn it, I forgot about that. So no, I never meant to do it. Okay there, Potter. I don't know why you would, but yeah, so I think, so yeah, I did that by accident. I didn't mean to, I didn't mean to do it, and I ended up doing it like an idiot. No, it was a moment of dumbassery for sure. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just, wanted to, yeah, like I said, I was switching cartridges, and I'm just like, I put it in my mouth real quick to switch it, and that's when I was reminded that that's a bad idea. But yeah, I was never one of those dumbasses that went, look at me, I can leave the cartridge. Grown people doing this, by the way. Actual grown-ups. Like, it's not like there were kids doing it. They did it so kids wouldn't do it. So what happens? A bunch of grown-ass people jumped on these platforms and went, you lick the cartridge. It's disgusting. Well, they told you it was going to be disgusting, you moron. Jesus Christ. But, so, yeah. All right. So anyway, on to the final topic of the evening. Is Nintendo is suing the U.S. government over tariffs. Now, they're not the only ones doing this. There are plenty of companies right now that are suing over the tariffs. What are the obscure Nintendo title you would like to see a new game for? Oh, Last Story for sure. Not even gonna lie. The Last Story needs a fucking sequel. We got a bunch of sequels to Xenoblade Chronicles, but none for Last Story. All right. If you don't know what The Last Story is, look it up. That was a great game for the Switch. Not Switch. It's a great game for the Wii. It never got a remaster. It never got a re-release. It never got a sequel. I don't think it sold well enough. Maybe it didn't. But I want a sequel to that game. Like, I don't know why Nintendo want to make it happen. But sequel 5. Make a sequel to that game. Get it out there. The game was great. Loved it. It was made from like one of the original people working on original Final Fantasies. It was a great game. It was really fun. But anyway, like I was saying, Nintendo is joining the many companies that are deciding to sue over the tariffs. So what happened was we had the tariffs were going for like everybody got tariffed. Everybody. I think there were free sections. I think deals were made, and some were taken off the ballot. Some were taken off. Some weren't. Nobody told the corporations, by the way. Like they still like, for instance, the coffee one. I think they undid the tariffs on coffee was undone because you can't really grow coffee in. There's not really a lot of environments in America you can grow coffee. I've heard that Hawaii wouldn't be a good one. So I don't know. Maybe until they start growing coffee bees in Hawaii, like whatever. But they're not doing that. So I think coffee was one of the ones that got. Of course, nobody told anybody. Like, I mean, the corporations ignore that. Like, you go to any store and they're still upcharging for coffee. It's like, oh no, we had to charge more for coffee because of the tariffs. Oh no. And if they win, do the customers get paid the bill for this? Oh, I'm gonna get to that. We're gonna have that conversation in a minute, man. I'm just like doing some background here because I know Costco was also like suing. Like every company that got tariffed is suing for the tariffs. Now, I think the reason why they're suing is because like the Supreme Court finally said no to the tariffs. Like, bro, stop. You can't do this. Like, too much. Come on, man. Calm down. Stop with the tariffs. And, you know, that's basically, they were like, no, can't do it. No tariffs. Tariffs are bad. Don't do it. And, or at least not the tariffs have always been around. They're not new. All right? They've always existed. Okay? Like, every president has probably put tariffs on something. But, you know, Trump wants to put tariffs on everything. I don't know. Like, bro, like, you got to pick and choose here, all right? I get it, but you need to pick your battles here when it comes to tariffs. But you want to tariff everything. Like, every thing wanted a tariff. So, Supreme Court says, bro, stop. Can't do it. No more of that. Stop tariffing. And, so they're basically the law of the land is no tariffs. But, you know, our esteemed president, who has like the he has like the mental capacity of a spoiled 8-year-old, doesn't get his way, decided, no, now I'm gonna 15% tariff everything. Take that. F you. Now it's 50%. I made it worse. What are you gonna do about it? And basically, that's why companies are suing now, because they're like, hey, you were told no. Well, now guess what? Lawyers become lawyers. They're all become lawyers now. Nintendo's no different from there. They're just trying to get their piece of that, whatever. But yes, you're right, Guru. No, they're doing it for themselves. They're not doing any of it. Not Nintendo, not any of the companies. They're not doing any of that for the benefit of any of us, man. It's just they're doing it to get money back for them that they're just gonna keep, I guess, or get back. We're not getting shit. Like, it don't matter what they're suing for. Like, it's not like Nintendo's gonna lower the price of the Switch 1 now, because the Switch 1 got a price increase because of the tariffs. I don't know why. That makes no sense to me. But basically, because of that, we gotta improve the price. Who ups the price of an old console? Apparently Nintendo. I don't know. Maybe they did it to offset so they didn't have to raise the price for the Switch 2. But at the same time, it's like, oh, you got a Switch 2. Who's still going to buy a Switch 1? What do you know? What is this? So yeah, they're definitely suing to try to get them and like a lot of other companies. Like I said, Costco, I don't know the whole list, but Nintendo and everybody's trying to make a big deal. Oh, Nintendo's finally going to sue. It's like they're not doing it for the reason that you think, and they're not doing it for the reason that you want them to. It's just like the one time people want Nintendo to be litigious about something, it's not because of the way that they want them to. I mean, for example, like for whatever reason, the White House Twitter account or whatever keeps using Nintendo footage from like all this stuff in their posts, and everybody's like, well, aren't you going to sue about that, Nintendo? Because, people are in jail right now for life because of Nintendo, because of Pokemon or some shit like that. But I guess in that particular thing, they probably didn't feel they had a ground to stand on. But, oh, bro, as soon as they found out they could sue our tariffs, man, I'm sure they're on that, like, immediately. So, yeah, I'm definitely sure that's the reason why they're doing this. Because they saw other companies suing, too, and they're like, we can do that? Get the lawyers on the phone. Like, that's basically where we are with that, man. So, I think that's what's going on with that. So, yeah, they'll definitely, like, if they win the lawsuit, they'll probably get their money back. Is that really going to affect anything? Not really. I don't think they're going to lower the price of things anytime soon. They're not really going to, they're not going to give the money back to us. No, I know that, man. I'm not, like I'm saying, I know the price of nothing is going down if they win the lawsuit. Look, okay, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think that $450 was a bad price for the system. That's fine. I had no issue with that. Like $450, all right, fine, no big deal. I'm not really gonna like argue over that. I think the biggest complaint was like people are afraid that games will be like $90 and stuff like that. And like, I don't think that's going to be true yet, but I think at this point, we're all pretty sure that when Grand Theft Auto 5, when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, the Switch is being sold at a lot. I figured it was. I figured at this point, it probably is. And like I said, that's probably why they upped the price of the Switch 1 to kind of offset that. But are people still buying Switch 1s? I don't know. Like, I don't want to say no, but I don't know for sure. But but yeah, so I don't think it's gonna really affect it. It's like we're not getting any money back. They're not really gonna lower the price of games. They're not gonna lower the price of systems or whatever. And like I said, $450 for the Switch 2, I don't think is bad. And from what I can tell, Switch 2 is selling well enough anyway. So people want it. People are buying it. I just wish they'd come out with a new game. Like I said, I'm waiting for information on the new Mario game before I make any decisions. I'm sure the Donkey Kong game was fun, but I'm not really gonna buy a whole system for that. Mario Kart World looks okay, but I'm not really gonna buy a new system for that. I'll get those games later on when I do buy the system. I'll eventually buy them, but I'm waiting for like a system seller game to come out here, which my guess is going to end up being the next Mario game whenever they decide they announce that, which could be any time now. Right now they're focusing on the movie. But speaking of game prices, you know goddamn well that when Grand Theft Auto 6 come out, they are definitely going to sell that. They are definitely going to try to sell that baseline game at like $100. If that's small a number, they might do 120. I don't trust Rockstar with that. I mean, maybe you're not wrong. I might get it for that. We'll see. Because the Fire Emblem game does look pretty cool. Like, I'm definitely, like, looking forward to that. I'm not, like, a hardcore Fire Emblem fan. But I've learned to appreciate the games. I do end up liking them. I liked Engage. I don't know why so many people hated that game. Everybody's like, oh, this game is terrible. I was like, that game was fine. That game was great, man. I loved it. I had a good time. I streamed it. Y'all saw. I was like enjoying Fire Emblem Engage. And so, who knows? Maybe the Fire Emblem game will do it. I don't know. We'll see. But so yeah. So basically, that's what we're looking at. New Xbox. I don't know when the Xbox system is coming out. It could be another year or two from now, maybe longer. I have no idea when they're going to work on PlayStation PS6. And right now, there's a Switch 2, so which I will eventually get. Which I've talked about this with Peach, and when it's time to pull a trigger on the Switch 2, we're probably going to go halvesies on it. So this way, you know, we both put our money in, pull our money together, and buy the Switch 2. I think the only problem with that is is like gonna fight over who gets to use it when, but alright, so anyway, I think that's pretty much it for this stream. Like I said, it's not gonna be a very long one. It's hot. It's like 90 degrees. Let's see, yeah, it's like 90 degrees. It's getting hot in this room. And I think I'm pretty much gonna call it here. It's been almost an hour, right? Like I said, it's not gonna be a very long stream. But where is the tell me what time. Where's the time limit? Where's? You used to tell me. I don't see it anywhere. It usually tells me how. Let's see. What happens if I? It's not really saying. Let me check the. Oh yeah, like almost an hour. But anyway, just wanted to go ahead and talk about a few things. I'm trying to stream more. I'm gonna try to keep the streams to Fridays. Sometimes it'll be me just talking about stuff. Sometimes it'll be me gaming, and then eventually, when I end up moving, I don't know what my work schedule is gonna look like when I move out there and either get a new job or switch to where I'm working. So whatever one of my days off is, I'll use that. But I was like, I don't know if I switch to a new job, especially after I move, I don't know what my days off are gonna be. So it might not be Thursday, Friday at that point. It might be like Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. So I'll pick a day to do a live stream or whatever. But in the meantime, well, I'm still here. I'm gonna try to do a couple more live streams here on Fridays and on YouTube. So anyway, thanks for watching. I got a couple of videos popping up in the pipeline the next few days. I'm gonna go ahead and check those out. But appreciate y'all.